Got it right here.
You got it. Well, we good then. Let me put my Jonesy on. And I'll be ready.
A lot of people gonna watch this, buddy.
Yeah, I know it. I know it. I'm not really surprised. You got two heavy hitters squaring off.
Hey, I'm just trying to get my team right, coach. I ain't doing nothing good. I'll get the team right, that's all. Still seeing what I got, that's all, coach. Doing nothing like that.
Yeah, we just waiting to get a couple pieces back and we'll be alright.
Get that right.
Well, we ain't got Gigi, but it's all good, we still winning out here.
You came back in?
No, man, he come back in 2 weeks.
Oh, well, you getting right before the playoffs.
Yeah, that's why I said I was like, well, I can't be mad about that.
Yeah.
But it's gonna be a good game. It's gonna be a heavy hitter game. Everybody want to see what we gonna do.
Come on, coach. You got the team, man. You got the team to beat. I'm just trying to establish something over here at the Bills.
I don't know about all that.
EA Sports coverage of the
we ain't facing no stiff competition yet.
To Western Pennsylvania and Heinz Field in the Steel City of Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
The scene a few moments ago. Here it is. It's unlike any other in sports.
Good luck to you, coach.
Made their way out of the
wish you best of luck.
These folks are fired up as their guys
and
are
hopefully the players stay healthy.
Between the Buffalo Bills
yes, sir.
and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway.
Let's go.
All day, baby. Let's go. Let's go.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Completes it to Hardman. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Throwing on first down is Murray. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Tech McKinley made his way into the backfield. Coming off the line, he's been wreaking havoc all year. And look, that's why, as a result, he's getting some looks for Defensive Player of the Year in the NFL.
And I know that many people don't have him first on their list right now, but he deserves that type of consideration. You mentioned it. All year long, he's made big plays and continues to do so. Imagine if he has a big game here. If so, he could vault himself right into the #1 spot.
Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. Give him 3 yards on the run. Now they'll need to drop something good here on 3rd and 13.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored. You give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Murray with a 3rd and long. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
This is taken around the 12. Give them 11 yards that time on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
Let's go now. 70, Indy. All day, baby. All day, all day, baby. 5. Now. Check 55 to Mike. Big grip.
On 1st and 10, Shea. He finds his man Johnson. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Go. 55. Right there in the middle. 55. We got it. Go. Hey, Zoo.
2nd and 3. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Mike, 55. Check 55, Mike. I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school. Hey, check Mike. Watch 55. Watch the screen. Hey, seam 6. Night, sweetheart. Mike, 50. Go.
From the gun, Shea. Complete. It's Johnson. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. 8 yards, 1st down as they're able to convert.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the 1st.
Haywood.
Throwing on 1st down. Shea. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Maurice Hurst able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
Get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Convert. Hey, Delta. 55, mark, guys. 55. It's just me.
First carry for James Conner. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Up to make the play defensively, Tre'Davious White.
It's now 3rd down and 1.
Set, ready? 10 Lobo. Target. Hey, exit.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter.
Go! 30 base. Defense wins championships, baby. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. 80 weapon. Now.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Shea. But it's brought in by Washington. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone?
2nd and 9 at the Bills' 46-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hey, orbit. Check. Watch twist.
On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. And here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down.
Recon, 132 fighter. Check. Hey, Foxtrot. Hit it.
Operating from the gun. Shea. Johnson's got it complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Field goal would have been a decent length at 55 yards. They keep the kicking unit on the sideline. They're going for it. They'll try and run for it. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Kill. Rock it. Check. Lucky. Greystone, travel. Ready.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive of your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
Leo. Quick edge. Come. Yep. Hey, wahoo! 55, my God, 55. Big grip.
To throw on 2nd down. Shea. Incomplete.
Shea's pass, intended for number 25, incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 11.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Go. Hey, high 7. Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. We ain't giving up nothing today. Hey, check Mike. Watch 55. Drop deep. Smooth. Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55. Here we go. Go.
From the gun, Shea. And that is incomplete. Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. This from 54 yards away. Gay's kick is good. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. No touchdown there, but if that first drive is any indication, looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
I would say confidence would have to be pretty high after that first drive, able to throw it almost at will. You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Switch up, switch up. Watch the safety creep. Check 13. Check 13. Switch. 66. Pull it.
Miles Sanders' first carry of the game. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, here's Murray. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down and a 21-yard gain.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Right here. Mike's 50. What we got? Check.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Murray now on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Snap comes to Murray at 1. Be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. That's going to set him back 5 yards. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50. Come on. 50's the mic. 50's the mic.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the 1st down. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down. The Bills send the punter out. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And they'll let this one go right on the outskirts of the 10. They'll down it at the 11-yard line.
At their own 11-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10.
4 down.
Right back to Connor here on 1st. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
15 line. 15 line.
Here we go.
5. Get it.
On 2nd down, it's Connor. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Go.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. All day, baby, all day.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Had to pass there. 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the 1st down, even throwing the football.
Let's go,
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Switch. Bang.
They run it with Balaj, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Murray going to throw. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. The Bills send the punter out as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
A pass there over the middle to start things out. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
48 to Mike. It's a party now. It's a party now. Check.
Operating from the gun. Shea. Washington's got it. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain, 3-0 our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
On 2nd down now, it's Connor, and he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. An opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Here's Connor. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 24.
Back to throw. Shea. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Hey, Haywood.
Mike, check, 59. Hey, let's get in that hole. Check 3.
Hey, Delta.
Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike the 59. Watch the screen. Mike's 59.
To throw again. Shea. And that's complete to the tight end Hireman. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. On third down, it's Connor.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. He hit his first, this one from 38. And Gain knocks this one through. And that will do it for this first half. So a couple of field goals, that's all we've been able to muster through 2 quarters of play. 6-0 is our count at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, so time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
80 weapons.
Let him know, let him know. Check 99. Check 99.
Look, squeeze. Get it.
Off the play fake. Shea. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Hey, Charlie.
Mike 48. Watch the backer, watch the backer. 48 Mike. 48 Mike. Oh, you got deep?
Now.
From the gun, Shea. Johnson with a burst, a first down or more. This is Johnson, he's got it. And he'll be taken down at the 26. That one goes for 36 yards.
36 yards. That's good for our Steelers. First down.
Switch.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
On first down, Shea, and the catch made by Johnson. And he is going to lose yardage here. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
2nd and 12 at the 28-yard line.
Second and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards.
He's not going to get me.
Hey, orbit.
55 Mike, got 55. Let's go, Heavy.
Look at me. Zipper.
What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll bring up a third down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Here we go. Set. 60 Pittsburgh. Recon 132 fighter. Hey, Foxtrot.
48's the Mike. Check. 48's the Mike. Here we go. Hey, alert 48.
To throw on third down. Shea. And that will be incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
A 42-yard attempt.
Gay's kick is good. And that will make our score 9-0. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board. We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Mike, 55. Check.
Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Oh, and the hard count might have got him. This might be a 1st down. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
So forget the 3 and out. The penalty makes this 1st and 10. Murray now on 1st down. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 yards and a Buffalo 1st down.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Rush in. Out. Mine's 50. I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear.
1st down, Murray. Forced out to his left. And incomplete. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Murray again, 2nd and 10. And he comes back with one complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Third and 2, and here's Murray. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. T.J. Watt in there to get him sack number 14 for him on the year. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. Here we go on 4th down and Murray. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Takk McKinley and the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position.
You see me? You
60 or.
Mike 48, Mike 48. Ricky.
Hey, Alpha. 5.
On 1st and 10 is Connor. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Ready.
They run with Connor. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. Looking to throw. Shea, and he fires one incomplete. You got a young quarterback, maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
Hey, high 7.
Back to the air on second down. Shea, he gets this one to Johnson. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Deontay Johnson with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead.
General West. Smooth.
Mike 55. Check 55, Mike. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go. Hey, check Mike.
Let's go.
Operating from the gun. Shea. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take.
He's got him in, complete. The 20, 10, and all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Mecole Hardman, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bills cut into that lead. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Topper, topper! Go, go! On the ball! Get it!
Here's 2nd and 8. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Set 70, Indy. X3, 218, chopper. Blue draw Corkers. Now.
They'll try and run forward with counter. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
That's good for the Steelers. First down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's Steeler football, and they have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
80 weapon.
Sponge, sponge, sponge. No, no, no. No, no, no. Off.
Shoot.
Now it's counter. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
55. Right there in the middle. 55. Go, go, go.
On 2nd down, it's Connor. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Steelers on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 8.
Bravo.
Mike 55. Mike 55. Watch the
From the gun, Shea. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. 83 yards receiving now for him on the afternoon as he's got a 1st down here. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 49-yard line.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
Hey, 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 hey.
Play, play, play.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
Operating from the gun, Shea. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Ready, ready.
Throwing again. Shea. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Yes, yes.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat. Coming.
Hey, Echo.
From the gun on 3rd down. Shea. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Duke Dawson picks it, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that, though.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Takk McKinley in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Murray now to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. Nico Hardman, the intended target. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
Slam. Check 9.
61, matchbox lights.
Check, crunch.
Let's go.
They'll look to run with Connor. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here.
Tell them, Will, I'll take your
3rd and goal.
Here we go. 50, plant.
The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. They come out here in the eye. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
Got four now.
Greystone, travel.
Check. Joker.
Lightning.
Laundry on the field. This is going to be a false start on the offense.
Sometimes you have to slow things down a little bit when things get heated. The cadence has to be slow and deliberate at times to make sure your team's ready to go.
A bad time for a false start penalty as they're backed up now for 3rd and goal.
Pilot, 64, weak. Hey, Haywood.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. All right, D, let's check. All right, D. Hey, check Mike. Watch 55. Check tight end, check tight.
Hey, Delta.
Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55. I got one. Mike, 55.
From the gun, Shea. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That is the play they needed in a two-score game here in the fourth quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. After the turnover, here's Murray. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the fourth. Here's Murray. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. Thomas, the intended target. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Their 49-yard line.
Wide, get wide. Hey, exit.
He's crashing. He's checking crash. Jim.
Now.
They'll keep it on the ground. Sherman, he's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he's finally down at the 21-yard line. A gain there of 30 big ones.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey, Charlie.
Mike's 59. Mike's 59.
He's 6'6", bullet high.
59.
Shoot.
Operating from the gun. Shea. Got an open man. It's Washington. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
22 jet bomber. Hey, Foxtrot.
Check, 59.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Ready?
Mike is 59. Mike the 59. Hey, defense, let's go.
Hey, Alpha.
Mike's 59. Mike's 59.
Now.
We got this.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. On 4th down, Shea. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. James Washington, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter,
good game.
That tells everyone that you're getting stronger and
Boys,
dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you
got
close, the way that you finish,
a long way to go,
that gets
Coach.
preached to you from the time you're playing Little
Boys,
League
look
football.
good over there, man.
All the way up through.
We still got a long way to go. I'm a little
big-time performance
disappointed today. We made a lot of errors today.
Come
so
on,
for
Coach.
the Steelers, the win pushes their record now to
They're gonna have to
11-2
run some
on the
fucking
year. And they'll get
some
to stay
gases
home
at
again
practice.
next
Oh,
week.
shit.
Meanwhile,
Damn,
for
they
Buffalo,
won, Coach. They gotta
you
run
wonder what
gases
this will
even
do to
though
their
they win
playoff
it.
prospects as they
train
fall
don't
to
stop.
8
We ain't
and
got no
5.
Lombardi yet.
And they'll get a chance to redeem
Damn.
themselves at home
They said they gotta run
next week.
gas.
That'll do it for us. I'm
Go
Brandon
on
Gaunt,
to the next one,
alongside
Coach.
Charles Davis.
All
Thanks
right.
to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you
They
next
gotta run
time. So
gas.
long, everybody.
You got defense over there. I was like, God damn. That big motherfucker you drafted. I was like, God damn, I can't get past that dude for shit.
Hey, they're young, man. I got some young boys. That's all. Got some young boys out here, man. Let's go.
No, it's all good, you know. They gonna get right.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt.
They gonna get right. They gonna get right here.
Without a doubt. Without a doubt. It was a good little chess match.
Oh yeah. Can't do nothing but make you better.
Yeah, all day.
Look who back. Look who back. Shit. Let my boy Juju come back. Shit. Matter of fact, I don't even know if I even want to use him or not. Scared he gonna get hurt.
Come on, man. You scared the man gonna get hurt, is you?
I want to save him. They say his scheduled return is to come back for the playoffs. No, I'm gonna go on and let him play. I'm gonna let him play. Cause you know what? We gotta get him game ready. We gotta get him back in the.
Are you bringing him back early?
Yeah. We're gonna bring him back and try to get him back integrated in the system.
So situational ball. I hear you, Coach.
We had a chip on our shoulder, Coach, cause what the fuck is that dude name? Take this fucking broadcast thing down, shit.